What a placement.
Yeah, fantastic.
From number 9,
placement.
Medina Hindich. So take another look.
That's what,
wow.
You know, Ole has to be frustrated with the goalkeeping.
I was pleasantly surprised with how we did. I feel like we did compete to the level that we could. I think you could definitely tell, like, our lack of experience. I think some of our goals were generally just some mistakes, and I think it's like a combination of nerves and just not, having the experience playing at the pace that we were playing. It's really fast, and I think if we tighten that up, like, we could have, stayed really, like, there with them, which is cool. I think for our first game, especially going against a team like Ole, I was really proud of the way we played.
Yeah.
Made a fantastic play. You want to make that pass to the back foot and really give your teammate an opportunity just to slide it home first time, but Aldama was not able to handle it.
Midwest are able to work it up. How about this back post? A pretty goal. Raul Montañez doubles the lead.
Look, Aldama could not handle the pass to put it away himself, so he said, you know what, Montañez, I'm going to give it back to you, Raul. With a little back heel flick, just roll over, give it back to him. Montañez ending the attack.
Couple now with it. Space inside. Shot. He finds the back of the net. Lansing City up by 1.
We haven't said it yet this season, but what a rocket from Jeremy Kleppel across.
Lyle turning his back, trying to get in front of it and also protect himself as Kleppel finds the side net and gives Lansing.
Nice run out of here, Lansing City. Oh, excellent play. Lansing City with a goal. We were just talking about Ole's ability to make the extra pass, and wouldn't you know it, Lansing City does the same exact thing.
Like, if I'm a fan of Midwest and I watch that game, and we have what I would be, in my opinion, one of the best keepers in the league, and he's not playing the second half.
And to Marco, what we saw, he gave up 6 goals. Vicario was in there for 20 minutes, first half, didn't give up any. And so, like, that's a huge disparity. Sliding tackle, and if Montez saved that, outstanding effort as well.
Lansing City in the attack, moving it. Blanco, did he make it? He did, says the referee. Goal number 4 for Lansing City. They pull ahead.
There's a pass to Blanco.
Yeah, Blanco
got it.
Yeah, Blanco touched it.
Great
Did you hear
effort.
me say Blanco puts it away? That's all right. It hit the inside back post. I just have to mention before we move on here, that game was so amazing. You know how many players under the age of 20 were part of it?
A lot.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of them.
Ethan Castaneda, there's been times where something that he does in the game is exposed, or mistakes and things like that. He was amazing in this game. Last week against Jinga he was, and in this game he played really well, and I think the things that Lansing City have been investing in are starting to pay off. Gomez putting heavy pressure on. And here he is. He finishes. Ole go up by 1.
And when you think about the addition of Daniel De Leon and what he means to this team, we told you that he was the assist leader last season. The goal. Outstanding effort from De Leon to create that. Really good positioning and understanding.
We're ticking down to the final moments. Shoreline City trying to put something together. Aldoni Mendez, he's shielding off Hasevic's toe poke, finds the back of the net. Shoreline's up by 1 with a minute to play.
Wow, Aldoni Mendez just showing his intelligence to shield the ball, to not let Hasevic come through, and just to prevent, Hasevic is pulling at him, just to prevent any.
McKenzie plays it in, gets it right back. Ramsey Termanini. Weisenhunt's across. Whoa! Hold up! Ramsey Termanini from the circle.
And just like that, Jinga is back in this match. What a shot from Termanini from deep.
My.
unbelievable. He unleashes just power.
Placement to the upper 90 back post, and the lead is ultimately asking the question, like, was this the best match of futsal on U.S. soil? From a perspective of an entire 40 minutes of futsal, two teams that are playing really good futsal. It's back and forth, but not because it's chaotic.
The intensity just kept increasing.
Yeah.
And it started at kickoff.
Very little drop-off or mistake, and they just keep playing that really good futsal. This is what it's supposed to look like right here. There's no doubt that the environment, it's a part of what makes the game what it is. But I think like this is a game that if you took all that away and you just watched the game, it would be amazing still. They're currently down 2. Here's Hindich at the near post. She slots it in. What a placement.
Yeah, fantastic.
From number 9,
placement.
Medina Hindich. So take another look.
That's what,
wow.
You know, Ole has to be frustrated with the goalkeeping.
I was pleasantly surprised with how we did. I feel like we did compete to the level that we could. I think you could definitely tell like our lack of experience. I think some of our goals were generally just some mistakes, and I think it's like a combination of nerves and just not, having the experience playing at the pace that we were playing. It's really fast, and I think if we tighten that up, like we could have, stayed.
Yeah.
Really like there with them, which is cool. I think for our first game, especially going against a team like Ole, I was really proud of the way we played.
Yeah.
Made a fantastic play. You want to make that pass to the back foot and really give your teammate an opportunity just to slide it home first time, but Aldama was not able to handle it.
Midwest are able to work it up. How about this back post? A pretty goal. Raul Montañez doubles the lead.
Look, Aldama could not handle the pass to put it away himself, so he said, you know what, Montañez, I'm going to give it back to you, Raul. With a little back heel flick, just roll over, give it back to him. Montañez ending the attack.
Kleppel now with it. Space inside. Shot. He finds the back of the net. Lansing City up by 1.
We haven't said it yet this season, but what a rocket from Jeremy Kleppel. Across.
Lyle turning his back, trying to get in front of it and also protect himself as Kleppel finds the side net and gives Lansing.
Nice run out of here at Lansing City. Oh, excellent play. Lansing City with a goal. We were just talking about Ole's ability to make the extra pass, and wouldn't you know it, Lansing City does the same exact thing.
Like, if I'm a fan of Midwest and I watch that game, and we have what I would be, in my opinion, one of the best keepers in the league, and he's not playing the second half.
And to Marco, what we saw, he gave up 6 goals. Lucario was in there for 20 minutes. First half, didn't give up any. And so, that's a huge disparity. Sliding tackle, and if Montez saved that, outstanding effort as well.
Lansing City in the attack, moving it. Blanco, did he make it? He did, says the referee. Goal number 4 for Lansing City. They pull ahead.
There's a pass to Blanco.
Yeah, Blanco
got it.
Yeah, Blanco touched it. Did you hear me say Blanco puts it away? That's all right. It hit the inside back post. I just have to mention before we move on here, that game was so amazing. You know how many players under the age of 20 were part of it?
A lot.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of them.
Ethan Castaneda, there's been times where something that he does in the game is exposed, or mistakes and things like that. He was amazing in this game. Last week against Jinga he was, and in this game he played really well, and I think the things that Lansing City have been investing in are starting to pay off. Gomez putting heavy pressure on. And here he is. He finishes. Ole go up by 1.
And when you think about the addition of Daniel De Leon and what he means to this team, we told you that he was the assist leader last season. The goal, outstanding effort from De Leon to create that. Really good positioning and understanding.
We're ticking down to the final moments. Lansing City trying to put something together. Aldoni Mendez, he's shielding off Hasevic's toe poke, finds the back of the net. Shoreline's up by 1 with a minute to play.
Wow, Aldoni Mendez just showing his intelligence to shield the ball, to not let Hasevic come through, and just to prevent, I mean, Hasevic is pulling at him, just prevent any.
McKenzie plays it in, gets it right back. Ramsey Terminini. Weisenhunt's across. Whoa! Hold up! Ramsey Terminini from the circle.
And just like that, Jenga is back in this match. What a shot from Terminini from deep.
My.
Unbelievable. He unleashes just power.
Placement to the upper 90 back post, and the lead is ultimately asking the question, like, was this the best match of futsal on U.S. soil? From a perspective of an entire 40 minutes of futsal, two teams that are playing really good futsal. It's back and forth, but not because it's chaotic.
The intensity just kept increasing.
Yeah.
And it started at kickoff.
Very little drop-off or mistake, and they just keep playing that really good futsal. This is what it's supposed to look like right here. There's no doubt that the environment, it's a part of what makes the game what it is. But I think like this is a game that if you took all that away and you just watched the game, it would be amazing still. They're currently down 2.
Welcome to the Jolt Creativity pregame show. Jolt Creativity. Destroy the lie.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Jolt Creativity pregame show. I'm Jared Kleppel bringing you the action today. The first game of our triple header takes place in Akron, Ohio, as Lansing City make the drive to face Innovation City there. There's a very interesting wrinkle to this game today. As you can see right now, Innovation City at 0-4 and Lansing City at 2-1. I want to focus on Lansing City first just for a minute. And this is the interesting wrinkle. Lansing City is traveling with a thin squad today. We are actually only seeing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players traveling, and this is something that many teams in the FCS face in long away matches. This is the longest away match for Lansing City this year, and they are facing an Innovation City that is desperate for points. So how deep does Lansing City go today? That is the big question, particularly on their second line without the names of Diego Bobadilla, Alec Ganas, Alessandro Blanco, actually one of the starters, will be missing today among a couple others. So how deep does this Lansing City team go? We're going to find out this afternoon. And for the Innovation side, this means, hey, maybe this is your chance to steal one. The season has not started the way you wanted to on the standings. This is, obviously they're doing something very difficult. They're starting a brand new team from nothing, and they're putting forth great effort. The results have not gone their way, but this time they're at home against a Lansing City squad that has been playing really good, but are missing quite a few players. So maybe this is your chance to get in there and steal one and maybe put a stun on the Lansing City squad that has been playing very good. Close one with Olay, beat Midwest last week, sitting at 2-1 currently. We have kickoff coming up from Akron in just a few minutes. We're going to send you to our sponsors. Don't go anywhere. We're ticking down to the final moments. Shoreline City trying to put something together. Aldoni Mendez, he's shielding off Hasevic's toe poke, finds the back of the net. Shoreline's up by 1 with a minute to play.
Wow, Aldoni Mendez just showing his intelligence to shield the ball, to not let Hasevic come through, and just to prevent, I mean, Hasevic is pulling at him, just to prevent any.
Ball being the rocket it is, that could cause some trouble tonight for Fabian Rodriguez in goal. And Shoreline, big time stop right off it, and the rebound buried in there. And Shoreline just continuing to lay it on thick.
Committing a crime so you can try to escape from prison. Bad idea. Go into the pod escape room to play an escape game with your friends. Great idea. Test your skill as an astronaut in outer space. Find Santa in Save Christmas. Or take a vacation to an abandoned island. Just don't get stuck there. The Pod Escape Room. Learn more at thepodlansing.com.
Tonight, the first ever FIFA Women's Futsal World Cup takes place. At Detroit, go in and they get the first of the night. Wonderful work deep into the Jenga zone. There was Detroit Imperial, and we see them with a sigh of relief after opportunity after opportunity. And who else? Depoche to Abdullah Assal.
McKenzie plays it in, gets it right back to Ramsey Terminini. Weisenhunt's across. Whoa! Hold up! Ramsey Terminini from the circle.
And just like that, Jenga is back in this match. What a shot from Terminini from deep.
My.
Unbelievable. He unleashes just power.
Placement to the upper 90 back post, and the lead is ultimately asking the question, like, was this the best match of futsal on U.S. soil? From a perspective of an entire 40 minutes of futsal, two teams that are playing really good futsal. It's back and forth environment. It's a part of what makes the game what it is. But I think, like, this is a game that if you took all that away and you just watched the game, it would be amazing still. They're currently down 2. Here's Hindich at the near post. She slots it in. What a placement.
Yeah, fantastic
from number 9,
placement.
Medina Hindich. We take another look.
That's what,
wow.
You know, Olay has to be frustrated with the goalkeeping.
I was pleasantly surprised with how we did. I feel like we did compete to the level that we could. I think you could definitely tell, like,
Shoreline City trying to put something together. Aldoni Mendez, he's shielding off Hasevic's toe poke, finds the back of the net. Shoreline's up by 1 with a minute to play.
Wow, Aldoni Mendez just showing his intelligence to shield the ball, to not let Hasevic come through, and just to prevent, I mean, Hasevic is pulling at him, just to prevent any.
Ball being the rocket it is, that could cause some trouble tonight for Fabian Rodriguez in goal. And Shoreline, big time stop right off it, and the rebound buried in there. And Shoreline just continuing to lay it on thick.
Committing a crime so you can try to escape from prison. Bad idea. Go into the pod escape room to play an escape game with your friends. Great idea. Test your skill as an astronaut in outer space. Find Santa in Save Christmas. Or take a vacation to an abandoned island. Just don't get stuck there. The Pod Escape Room. Learn more at thepodlansing.com.
Tonight, the first ever FIFA Women's Futsal World Cup takes place at Detroit. Go in and they get the first of the night. Wonderful work deep into the Jenga zone. There was Detroit Imperial, and we see them with a sigh of relief after opportunity after opportunity. And who else? Depoche to Abdullah Assal.
McKenzie plays it in. Gets it right back to Ramsey Terminini. Weisenhunt's across. Whoa! Hold up! Ramsey Terminini from the circle.
And just like that, Jenga is back in this match. What a shot from Terminini from deep.
My.
Unbelievable. He unleashes just power.
Placement to the upper 90 back post, and the lead is ultimately asking the question, like, was this the best match of futsal on U.S. soil? From a perspective of an entire 40 minutes of futsal, two teams that are playing really good futsal. It's back and forth, but not because it's chaotic.
The intensity just kept increasing.
Yeah.
And it started at kickoff.
Very little drop off or mistake, and they just keep playing that really good futsal. This is what it's supposed to look like right here. There's no doubt that the environment, it's a part of what makes the game what it is. But I think like this is a game that if you took all that away and you just watched the game, it would be amazing still. Like if I'm a fan of Midwest and I watch that game, and we have what I would be, in my opinion, one of the best keepers in the league. And he's not playing the second half.
And to Marco, what we saw, he gave up 6 goals. Vicario was in there for 20 minutes. First half, didn't give up any. And so, that's a huge disparity.
You're watching the Futsal Champions Series on FCS Live.
They're currently down 2. Here's Hindich at the near post. She slots it in. What a placement.
Yeah, fantastic.
From number 9,
placement.
Medina Hindich. So we take another look.
That's what,
wow.
Ole has to be frustrated with the goalkeeping. He's going to be the best pivot in the league. Best pivot in the league. Yeah, we really hadn't even talked about him yet today. So incredible on the ball. His ability to hold up play, his ability to allow the offense to run through him, his creativity, his ability to capture the ball and spin and shoot and score. It's just really one of the best in the league. Him and Trezor Crispane, I think, are the best, the most solid traditional pivots that we have in the league.
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised with how we did. I feel like we did compete to the level that we could. I think you could definitely tell, like, our lack of experience. I think some of our goals were generally just some mistakes, and I think it's like a combination of nerves and just not, having experience playing at the pace that we were playing. It's really fast, and I think if we tighten that up, like, we could have, stayed really there with them, which is cool. I think for our first game, especially going against a team like Olay, I was really proud of the way we played.
Yeah. Things inside towards the left with Madison McCarthy, and they get it into the back of the net. That was Jenna Lee, number 4.
Great build-up play right here from Lansing City, just to continue to work it in. Jenna Lee made a fantastic play. You want to make that pass to the back foot and really give your teammate an opportunity just to slide it home first time, but Aldama was not able to handle it.
Midwest are able to work it up. How about this back post? A pretty goal. Raul Montañez doubles the lead.
Look, Aldama could not handle the pass to put it away himself, so he said, you know what, Montañez, I'm going to give it back to you, Raul. With a little back heel flick, just roll over, give it back to him. Montañez.
You're watching the Futsal Champions Series on FCS Live.
Welcome everyone to Akron, Ohio for today's Futsal Champions Series match. Innovation City welcoming a thin Lansing City squad to Akron, Ohio today. Innovation City at 0-4 desperate for points, while Lansing City at 2-1 are coming off of 2 great games against Olay and Midwest respectively, where they went 1-1, but today are missing several key components, particularly to their second line. I'm Jared Kleppel bringing you the action today. We're going to get you in the gym. It's about time for kickoff, and before we have that, we are going to show you the starting lineups. First, it's going to be for the home side. It is Innovation City. This is how they will line up today. Wilhelm in goal, Ivan Chisha Davis, and Ligon. You'll notice number 12, Luan Tufani, in the reserves. He has been one of their anchors when he has been present. And for the Lansing City side, we mentioned their lineup is thin. Their starters, not quite as thin. Still Kleppel, Fisher, Barney, and Castaneda, who, by the way, has been playing amazing in net. Tresor Crispang gets to start up top with Blanco missing, and 5 reserves, as you can see there. That is how they will start the match. And we are ready to go here in Akron. Ladies and gentlemen, Lansing City taking on Innovation City in Akron. It's going to be number 10 for Innovation City to get things going. Jackson Davis. The ball quickly going to go out of bounds here at Malone University. A little bit different from their usual venue, LeBron James Arena, but this is where they are playing this time. You see Nick Wilhelm in goal, distributing to Davis. He's got Ivan in the back. Pressure from Lansing City is something we've seen them do all the time. Tresor Crispang with a toe poke already. The high intensity and high pace of Lansing City already being seen, and we'll see how that continues to go as Kleppel shanks one wide off the outside of his foot. Getting things going again is goalkeeper Wilhelm. Davis on the far side. Jack Fisher standing him up. Ball into the middle. Not a bad look from Prince Chisha. He's trying to find Jackson Davis on the near side. Out of bounds, last touch by Lansing City. On diagonal, chip. Looking for a first time was Jackson Davis. Castaneda was there at the near post in the orange. He has been playing very, very well this season, the Lansing City goalkeeper. After a up and down year last year, he's shown a lot of consistency, and especially in the most recent game against Midwest United, he came up big more than once. A lot of great things for that young goalkeeper. As Kleppel was looking for someone at the far post. That one was just behind Jack Fisher. And Wilhelm will get things going again. Prince Chisha right back to Benjamin Ivan. Slide tackle from Chris Spain. Got the ball and no whistle from the referees. Ivan puts it into play. Chisha has a shot. Drew Barney on the slide. Actually, that's Jack Fisher on the slide to keep that one away from Jackson Davis. Last touch by Davis, and it will be a Lansing City kick-in. As we see Kleppel here with it, walking it up the floor. Innovation dropping into what we've seen them do most of the year, kind of a diamond zone back into their defending half. Seems like they will be playing for the counter attack today. This ball gets into the corner for Lansing City, and I think Benjamin Ivan is looking for a hold on the official. Not on the official. He wanted the official to call the hold, I should say. That corner comes into Chris Spain. Now squirts out to Kleppel, and his strike is blocked by Jackson Davis. Kleppel now down the sideline, beats one, help comes. Barney to the top. Kleppel still trying to get out of it, and he is whistled for the first foul of the match. And goes against Lansing City. Lansing City squad, they had their, actually that was the wrong one there. Had the innovation alert going out. That one should be for the Lansing City side as Drew Barney is looking for it, and Jack Fisher nearly missed that near post. We see a restart coming from Wilhelm. This one across the goal. Chisha was in the area. Now it's going backwards. Innovation in their defending half. Up to Chisha at the pivot spot. Looks for Ivan running off. Fisher collects. Shot, back post. He found it. Lansing City get the first goal of the day. Take another look. You see Fisher on the counterattack. Doesn't himself, taking the ball away and rattling it off that far post. Great placement. It's about the perfect place you could put it from that angle. Not a whole lot Nick Wilhelm can do. And again, Lansing City, an opportunity right in front of the goalkeeper position. There's Jonah Timblow. They take over once again. Jack Fisher off the bar, trying to find his second goal already. And Kleppel's ball to Drew Barney. Barney not there yet. Could have been another tap in for Lansing City. Innovation on the restart. Kleppel with the strong play, and down goes Andre Munoz. He'll put it back into play just off the line. That's going to be a infraction and a turnover to Lansing City. Couple restarts it. Drew Barney in the corner. Tried to get it across, but could not do so. Kleppel on the turnover. I think that was outside of the net for a moment. I thought it got into the near post, but a restart from Wilhelm confirms that was on the outside of the net. Lansing City now with a 1-goal lead with 16-20. Long distribution and not a bad header there from Munoz, who's looking to set up his teammate in the center spot. Here is Munoz. Goes back to Lucia. And now Luan Tufani, number 12. Inside, turn and shot. I believe that's number 7. Fabio Hinojosa. First time that we have seen him, at least the first time I've seen him, he might have played in the Detroit match a few weeks ago. I believe this is the first time we're seeing him in an innovation jersey. As we take a look at that Lansing City squad, their last match was an 8-5 victory over Midwest United at home. They went up 7-1 in the first half of that game. And the run in the second half by Midwest, not enough. And they hang on by a score of 8-5. So we have a free kick here. Foul going against Innovation. David Saltzman's over it. Charlie Nunez in the middle, number 9. Saltzman goes inside in the direction of Jonah Timblow. I think it might have hit off of him. It's out for Innovation kicking. For Innovation, their last match, they faced Detroit Imperial away. They ended up losing that one 4-10. Actually, the second time they played Detroit this year with the same exact scoreline. Corner for Lansing City given away. Now ball played in quickly by Innovation. Out of bounds, last touch by Innovation Cities. We see Anthony Wetzel putting the ball into play. One of those young players, and here's another one, Charlie Nunez. We see a turn from Anthony Wetzel across the face of goal. Great opportunity there, but now Innovation quickly the other way, and a slide from Charlie Nunez. Number 9, as well as number 80 right next to him. 2 of the youth players, Charlie Nunez and Anthony Wetzel, 2 young Lansing City call-ups that are getting significant action for the first time this season today, and we just saw them make plays on both sides of the ball. Their performance will be key to how Lansing City does today as Timblow gets a turnover and is denied by Nick Wilhelm inside the arc. That was the big question for Lansing City today, is how deep does their team go? You see they're pretty thin as far as number of bodies brought in. Familiar names like Alessandro Blanco, Diego Bobadilla, Alec Ganas, Ali Ahmed, newcomer Benny Alashari, all players that we have seen get significant minutes in at least one of the previous 3 matches, and none of them are present today as that attempt from Innovation goes off the ceiling. Cass needed to restart. Finding Kleppel in the corner. He will cut to the inside, find space, and just not on the same page with number 10, David Saltzman. Quickly up the floor, Davis, and a follow-up from Chisha. It's not there. Davis again, blocked once again. Davis touching it to the inside, try to find Tufani. We've seen Innovation do that a few times today, playing into the pivot early, sometimes all the way from Wilhelm in goal in that blue Innovation keeper kit. They look to play off of that pivot, using that strategy to break the pressures. We see that was Benjamin Ivan running after it. Now into the top, Jackson Davis sends it wide. Excuse me, it was number 5 in the corner, Samuel Herholtz. Does Innovation have another corner? Tufani waiting for the long one. It's blocked by Barney. Again, long chip headed away by Jack Fisher, still in a dangerous area. As we see Lansing City return to their starting 5, and the shot from Tufani sails high. Innovation also returning to their starting 5, I believe. One player to make a change left as Prince Chisha puts pressure on Kleppel. Kleppel inside to Chris Spain, touched away. Atlantic City will have it. Jack Fisher on the far side, looking inside to Chris Spain. He ran away from it. Not quite on the same page, but Lansing City on the attack again. Barney around run, toe poke. It's in. Lansing City get goal number 2 off the left foot of Drew Barney. Take another look. Nice touch around the sliding Benjamin Ivan, and Wilhelm attempting to make the save, and it's just a little bit behind him. Went to the near post. I think it actually hit the post and bounced off of Wilhelm. Barney tacks on goal number 2 for Lansing City. Little battle up top at the Pivo and Fixo spot. Innovation Herhold's trying to get through 2 Lansing City players, and it is won by Lansing City. Here is Drew Barney. Still on it. Left foot, blocked by Ivan. Kleppel settles it down. Davis in front of him, to the right. Shot! Bar down skis for Jeremy Kleppel. Goal number 3. Taking on Davis, gets a little space, and the placement just above the head of Wilhelm. He actually had a couple players in front of him. It was tough for him to see. As we see, Drew Barney really wanted to get in front of your screen as close as possible. Right in front of that secondary camera on the near side as he has another one in. Wilhelm, double time save. Quick succession against Barney and Crispane. He's not out of it yet. And now they are. So we take another look at this chance. Makes the first save right to the foot of Crispane, and he just couldn't put it away. Last time these 2 teams met, it was in the FCS Akron Tour. Innovation came on top in that one by a score of 4-3 in the shortened games, as Barney has a toe poke that goes wide. That was actually it was Innovation's first FCS play at the tour at their usual home, LeBron James Arena. They made a surprising run all the way to the finals in that tour. That Lansing City game was a key for them. And if you were a Lansing City fan watching it, you know that a big part of that game was mistakes at the goalkeeper position, costing 2 or 3 goals. And actually for Innovation later on in that tour, on their way to the finals, they faced Jinga, who also had a pair of goalkeeper errors that led to goals. Here is Lansing City on the attack. Jonah Timblow trying to turn. He's just keeping it up. And miscommunication between him and Drew Barney. Now Innovation have a chance to press. Trying to get out of it on the 1-2. It goes out of bounds. And Benjamin Ivan, I think he's confused, didn't at the call for Lansing City here. I didn't see it touch anyone as well, but the official said it was off a black jersey. Barney to Saltzman now. Kleppel from the top, and that one nearly made it through to Barney. It hadn't been for the left foot of Luan Tufani. Number 12 for Innovation. Has been a spark for this team, and one of the players for the team out of Akron who has been solid every time he's been available. Ball to the top, now turning. Number 77 with the shot, Jacob Hagenball. And it's blocked, Lansing City the other way. Kleppel facing the double across half, and he falls to the floor, trying to get by. Might be Ivan on that far side. It's hard to tell. Yeah, it is Ivan. Kleppel inside. Wow, it's hard to see what he did there. He got by one player. Now the header looking for Timblow, and it's Tufani the other way, and his pass is just behind Hagenball, who could have had a chance with only Castaneda to beat. 11:13 to go in half number one. We get our first timeout of the day. Didn't see a indication of who called it. Maybe we can get that information from those of us who are currently inside the arena. As we see Innovation. Looks like Captain DeLucia was chatting with the officials. While we figure that out, good time to let you know this stream is brought to you by Ally Marketing. If you're looking for a partner in the marketing space that would treat you more like a friend than a number in their checkbook, check out allymarketing.us, the official marketing partner of the Futsal Champions Series. Ally Marketing, let's be friends. You're at 11:08. We have a 50-50 shot. We're going to say that one was called by Innovation as they work things out. Currently down 3. Brandon Bolish and Matt Nolan, both coach players, and today only coach is their role as they look for their first points in the FCS in their 5th game, and their 3rd one at home as well. Off the pass is Jack Fisher. His shot deflected, and he'll put it back into play. Has Barney and Crispane in the middle. Goes right back to Fisher. Fisher around 1. Still trying to get around him. Shot blocked. And Hagenbaugh tries to keep it in but can't. And it will be a corner for Lansing City. Ball inside. Jack Fisher to Crispane. Couldn't quite get on the end of it. Lansing City looking dangerous off that corner, as we have seen them be many times throughout this season. They actually opened up the game against Olay about a month ago with a goal off of a corner. That time looking just as dangerous as they take over here. Crispane into Kleppel. Faced up by DeLucia. Forcing him backwards to Castaneda. Castaneda finds Barney rolling to the middle, long diagonal, and it's behind Crispane. DeLucia nearly lost it, still has it. Working with Hagenbaugh, left foot, doesn't get past the defender right in front of him. Castaneda puts that one out of play, just trying to not really anywhere to go as this one comes across. Jonathan DeLucia could have had a good chance on goal there. He has it here right around the halfway mark. Ball in to Hagenbaugh. Nice touch. Just can't quite control it as Oliver Legan. Ball stays in, says the referee. Legan collects. Shot, and Castaneda collects it, making his first save of the day. Really the only chance that Innovation so far has had on net. You're about halfway, a little over halfway through the first half. Castaneda now with it, goes short to Kleppel. Luan Tufani providing high pressure. Barney gets by him. Inside, Jack Fisher, time and space. Kick save from Nick Wilhelm, making his 5th block of the day. Kleppel inside, makes it all the way to Hagenbaugh, and now one to keeper the other way. And yes, there was a goal. Must be a hole in the net. It was number 8, Oliver Legan, who took advantage of the 1v keeper, and he beats Castaneda to the near post. Gets the home squad on the board. So Innovation City now only trail by 2. As they score on really their only second attempt on frame. What kind of life does that breathe into this squad from Akron? Kleppel's shot is blocked. Barney collects. He has Timblow down the side, now inside, and it's a great save. Nick Wilhelm again denying Jackson Fisher. Oh, he was right at the top of the arc. Clean look at it. Defender was behind him. Wilhelm came up big for Innovation, keeping this lead at 2. The attacking half is Innovation before turning it over. Jonah Timblow still with it. No. Tufani the other way. Goes down the line. Another turnover, and down goes Fisher. And we are getting a foul call against Innovation for that. Kleppel takes it across the halfway line. Yes, Charlie Nunez can't quite keep it in. Now Munoz will play it back in. Working with Tufani in the back. Long diagonal, Nunez heads it away, and Kleppel helps it out as he heads to the bench for the substitution. Jackson Davis, shot right around half, makes it to Charlie Nunez. Now Munoz looking for the near post, and Castaneda denies him, but it will be a corner for Innovation. Little chip off the corner. Shot off, one bounce for Benjamin Ivan, blocked by Saltzman right in front of him. Ivan puts it back into play. Again, off of Saltzman. Goes all the way back to Wilhelm. Ben Ivan directing traffic. As Innovation try to put together some possession here. Wilhelm got to get rid of it. He does, right to Saltzman on the half volley, hit to the floor. He's looking for a whistle, doesn't get one. Wilhelm will restart. So far today, 7:18 to go in the first. Lansing City. Oh, here's a chance for Munoz. And a shot, and Castaneda is there. Innovation won a foul. And I don't think they got one. I think that was number 5, Samuel Herholtz. He receives a yellow. I think maybe he just kept playing after the ball was out, perhaps. It was tough to see what was going on that far side. So I'm getting confirmation that ball was out of bounds, and Herholtz continued to play and be aggressive, and that's why he received the caution. But Innovation will have the kicking. Oh, off the mark for Ben Ivan, and he's frustrated. Ivan's ball blocked by Wetzel. Will be out for Innovation kick deep in their own zone. Ball to the middle, headed away. And it was actually a infraction on the kick-in, so turnover at the point of kick to Lansing City. Charlie Nunez off the ball in from Wetzel. His shot off the left foot is blocked before it can get to Wilhelm. Again, Munoz not there as Saltzman makes a slide on Munoz. Will be Innovation City to put it back into play. Got a couple of names mixed up there. Charlie Nunez and Andre Munoz is the correct way to say it. So that shot goes up and over the bar. Castaneda goes short to Saltzman. Nunez goes back to him, a 1-2, and Ben Ivan is there to take care of it, send it out right around the half line. Spain puts it back into play. Jack Fisher off the bench. Finds number 11, Coulter Reese, with the shot, and blocked by Wilhelm. First time we've seen Coulter Reese here today. I think it might be the first time we've seen him in action this season as well. Saw him in the Lansing tour. Scored an overtime goal against Chicago House. That was a key part of Lansing City making it to the semifinals. Wilhelm out to Munoz and is taken over by Lansing City. Chris Spain's shot blocked, and Barney shot off the post. Wilhelm facing a lot of activity here in the first half. So makes it all the way back to Ethan Castaneda. Chisa in the back, gives it away. Drew Barney open, look off the bar. Wilhelm got a touch. Wow. That one had to be close to going over the line. As Chris Spain also had a toe poke. Let's see the shot from Barney once again. I think Wilhelm did get a piece of it, and it goes off the bar. That's the third time Lansing City has hit the woodwork today. We saw that last week, especially in the women's match of last week. Chicago House showed out very well, winning big in Muskegon. How many times they were denied by the post and the crossbar in that game. Fisher, a long strike, blocked by Wilhelm. Innovation now looking to pass out of the back. Pressure from Lansing City. Wilhelm with the slide. And he's able to clear it away. A tick under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Saw Coach Matt Nolan there for Innovation. Trying to coach up his players to a competitive game here, and up with a left foot strike off the post again. Wilhelm will restart. Finds Tufani. Trying to go into the middle. Going to bounce around and end up going out of bounds for Innovation in their defending half. Tufani plays a long one, blocked by Fisher. Trying to bring it down, gets by one, and it dribbles it over the end line. Wilhelm puts it into play. A turn from number 7, Fabio Hinojosa. Now Chisha, after Lansing City had an opportunity, he takes a shot and right into the netting of the near post. Buppel walking it up. Oliver Legan in front of him. Chris Spain to his left, Barney on his right, Fisher in the middle. Chris Spain moves to the middle. Buppel space inside. Chisha came over to try to block it. Kleppel's calling for a touch, and he will get one. Lansing City have a corner here. Fisher to take it. Tufani in front of him, tries to go to the middle, and it's a break for Innovation, but very short. Now Barney around one, faces another, can't find the ball, and eventually into the hands of Castaneda. He tries to go long, balls it way up in the air in favor of Lansing City. Barney will put it back into play. Nice work from Wilhelm, sliding up to meet Fisher. He has kept Lansing City out of the net several times today. Many of them in dramatic fashion as Kleppel turns around off the trap of the ball and has a left foot strike. It's blocked. Now the chip the other way. Castaneda with the foot save follow-up. Hagenball can't make it happen, but Hinojosa had a good look. It was the right foot of Castaneda that kept him from finding that far post. And what a goal that would have been, particularly with how this half has been going. For Innovation to be in position to head to the locker room, only down 1. Chris Bain dribbles around 1-2 and has a shot. Wilhelm stumbling backwards is able to get enough on it to push it over the bar. Corner right across the face of goal. Wilhelm sliding, but no other player from either team close enough. I think Wilhelm got a piece of it. Now Lansing City looking for the long one in the air, headed away by Oliver Legan. Lansing City in the attack with 3:06 to go. Innovation now on a counter, 1v keeper. Castaneda comes out and makes a save against Oliver Legan, who was seeking his second goal of the match. Barney trying to get down the sideline. Legan on the defense is able to poke it away. Barney get it started again. Down the line. Not on the same wavelength with Jonah Timblow, and Wilhelm will restart for Innovation. Jackson Davis in the back. It's for a long one. Header from Legan. Might have been trying for the goal there. Would think that more likely he was looking for Jacob Hagenbaugh on the near side, but the way he reacted almost looked like he was trying to catch Castaneda with a flick. Kleppel loses it down the sideline, and now Innovation will clear it away. Charlie Nunez lets it go out of bounds for a restart from his keeper. Kleppel under heavy pressure from Andre Munoz. He'll keep possession after the ball goes out of bounds. Timblow ball inside to the Innovation defense. And now Jackson Davis bringing it up. His ball goes past the foot of Andre Munoz and out of bounds. Charlie Nunez hit from behind, is going to draw the foul. Third one of the half against Innovation. It's a little slow to get up. He was taken out by Luan Tufani from the back. Only 4 fouls called in this half across both teams. With 2 minutes left to play. Lansing City looking for another one on the turn from Timblow. Innovation able to keep them out. Now it's Wilhelm to restart. Up the floor, Jackson Davis trying to hold it up. Anthony Wetzel's there, he gets the turn right to Coulter Reese. Wetzel still with it, and now Herholtz to the sideline. Munoz Davis gets by. He put that one in a dangerous spot. It was number 1, Andre Munoz, who was lurking in the area but couldn't quite get to that ball. If he had, it would have been goal number 2 surely for Innovation. Anthony Wetzel working with Saltzman in the back. Saltzman takes space to Timblow, nice touch, with the defensive Innovation all over it. Less than 90 seconds to go now. Herholtz keeps Lansing City at bay. With the Reese in the back. Saltzman looking for Timblow. Timblow was going the other direction. Can Davis counter? He's got two Lansing City defenders on him, looks to the middle. Now back to Herholtz, who is all the way back to Ivan. Under a minute to go. Davis down the line. Can you find Ivan? Ivan got a touch. Castaneda's out. Got a piece of the ball and the collision with Ivan, who is slow to get up as well on the collision with Ethan Castaneda. Trying to go with the outside of his foot, it looks like. Play ends up with a restart through Castaneda. Spain holding it up back behind him. Goes out of play. Lansing City will have another corner with their starting four on the floor. Kleppel at the top. Davis in front of him. Goes to the right looking for space. Finds Chris Spain. Well, Davis and Kleppel kind of collide there. Both hit the floor. Kleppel has it again. Left foot this time. Ivan is there. All the way back to Castaneda he goes. Barney on the near side. Davis trying to keep him from going to the middle. Kleppel brings it across half, a toe poke. Chris Baines trying to get in a position to attack. He might have prevented that one from finding the nylon. He is providing heavy pressure. Wanted to foul Jackson Davis. He can't believe it. But Wilhelm has to come up with the save instead. We tick down the last few seconds. There's a discussion from Kleppel and Munoz, looked like for a second. Not sure what was going on there. Now up top, Barney has a shot. Wow, deflection off the post. Wow. It might not have counted anyways. But what was essentially kind of a throwaway ball. Not sure what the discussion is about here. It must have been something that happened off screen or further. But I think that's how the half ends. And there was a deflection that nearly made that kind of last-ditch effort with the final seconds almost find the back of the net. So we will see if we can get some more information on what the conversation might have been about. Seemed like there was Coach Matt Nolan was upset. Not a lot of reaction from the Lansing City players. Looks like he's talking with Jeremy Kleppel right now. The officials are around. So maybe some drama or tension going on there. That's how we end the half. Lansing City ahead by 2 by a score of 3-1 at halftime. The Ally Marketing Halftime Show is up next. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll see you guys on the other side. Don't go anywhere.
The attack.
Kleppel now with it. Space inside. Shot. He finds the back of the net. Lansing City up by 1.
We haven't said it yet this season, but what a rocket from Jeremy Kleppel across.
Lyle turning his back, trying to get in front of it and also protect himself as Kleppel finds the side net and gives Lansing.
Committing a crime so you can try to escape from prison. Bad idea. Go into the pod escape room to play an escape game with your friends. Great idea. Test your skill as an astronaut in outer space. Find Santa in Save Christmas. Or take a vacation to an abandoned island. Just don't get stuck there. The Pod Escape Room. Learn more at thepodlansing.com.
Nice run out of here at Lansing City. Oh, excellent play. Lansing City with a goal. We were just talking about Ole's ability to make the extra pass, and wouldn't you know it, Lansing City does the same exact thing.
Just to comment about Jinga, another reason why the story is different this year for Lansing City is Jinga's team looked a lot better on the road than it did last year.
They did, yeah, they looked a lot better, and that's the part for me that I start to wonder about is some of these tactical decisions, because they have the effort, they're getting more talented players like Ewal Bagassi. He looked like a really strong player, and he's new to futsal as well. Shota Takabarake, he continues to have an impact every time he comes out.
Keeper play was good.
Yeah, keeper play
Jason Clemson. Like, if I'm a fan of Midwest and I watch that game, and we have what I would be, in my opinion, one of the best keepers in the league, and he's not playing the second half.
And to Marco, what we saw, he gave up 6 goals. Lucario was in there for 20 minutes. First half, didn't give up any. And so, that's a huge disparity.
You're watching the Futsal Champions Series on FCS Live.
Sliding tackle, and if Montez saved that, outstanding effort as well.
Lansing City in the attack, moving it. Blanco, did he make it? He did, says the referee. Goal number 4 for Lansing City. They pull ahead.
It was a pass to Blanco.
Yeah, Blanco
got it.
Yeah, Blanco touched it. Did you hear me say Blanco puts it away? That's all right. It hit the inside back post. For Lansing City, they're the new pieces that looked promising in the Jinga game. Alec Nas, Alessandro Blanco, Ali Ahmed, Benny Alashari, Beto Espinal, the new players, and the growth of Jack Fisher, Drew Barney, physically and just in the game. Addition of Diego Bobadilla, we didn't see him in the last game, but I expect to see him here. I think that promising play from Ethan Castaneda, that is going to face a true test here. I mean, it
will.
You could say it's the ultimate test. Perhaps the ultimate test would be Ole away, maybe. But obviously you're playing the best team in the league that has shown that. So it's kind of like what is the state of these promising pieces for Lansing City and maturity? What is the state of that? And I just have to mention before we move on here, that game was so amazing. You know how many players under the age of 20 were part of it?
A lot.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of them.
Ethan Castaneda, there's been times where something that he does in the game is exposed, or mistakes and things like that. He was amazing in this game. Last week against Jinga he was, and in this game he played really well, and I think the things that Lansing City have been investing in are starting to pay off. Gomez putting heavy pressure on. And here he is. He finishes. Olé go up by 1.
And when you think about the addition of Daniel De Leon and what he means to this team, we told you that he was the assist leader last season. The goal, outstanding effort from De Leon to create that. Really good positioning and understanding.
You're watching the Futsal Champions Series on FCS Live.
We're ticking down to the final moments. Lansing City trying to put something together. Aldoni Mendez, he's shielding off Hasevic's toe poke, finds the back of the net. Shoreline's up by 1 with a minute to play.
Wow, Aldoni Mendez just showing his intelligence to shield the ball, to not let Hasevic come through, and just to prevent, I mean, Hasevic is pulling at him, just to prevent any.
Ball being the rocket it is, that could cause some trouble tonight for Fabian Rodriguez in goal. And Shoreline, big time stop right off it, and the rebound buried in there. And Shoreline just continuing to lay it on thick.
Committing a crime so you can try to escape from prison. Bad idea. Going to the pod escape room to play an escape game with your friends. Great idea. Test your skill as an astronaut in outer space. Find Santa in Save Christmas. Or take a vacation to an abandoned island. Just don't get stuck there. The Pod Escape Room. Learn more at thepodlansing.com.
Tonight, the first ever FIFA Women's Futsal World Cup takes place at Detroit. Go in and they get the first of the night. Wonderful work deep into the Jenga zone. There was Detroit Imperial, and we see them with a sigh of relief after opportunity after opportunity. And who else? Depoche to Abdullah Assal.
McKenzie plays it in, gets it right back to Ramsey Terminini. Weisenhunt's across. Whoa! Hold up! Ramsey Terminini from the circle.
And just like that, Jenga is back in this match. What a shot from Terminini from deep.
My.
Unbelievable. He unleashes just power.
Placement to the upper 90 back post, and the lead is ultimately asking the question, like, was this the best match of futsal on U.S. soil? From a perspective of an entire 40 minutes of futsal, two teams that are playing really good futsal. It's back and forth, but not because it's chaotic.
The intensity just kept increasing.
Yeah.
And it started at kickoff.
Very little drop-off or mistake, and they just keep playing that really good futsal. This is what it's supposed to look like right here. There's no doubt that the environment, it's a part of what makes the game what it is. But I think like this is a game that if you took all that away and you just watched the game, it would be amazing still. Like if I'm a fan of Midwest and I watch that game, and we have what I would be, in my opinion, one of the best keepers in the league. And he's not playing the second half.
And to Marco, what we saw, he gave up 6 goals. Lucario was in there for 20 minutes. First half, didn't give up any. And so, that's a huge disparity.
You're watching the Futsal Champions Series on FCS Live.
currently down 2.
Welcome to the Ally Marketing Halftime Show. Ally Marketing, let's be friends.
Welcome, everyone, to the Ally Marketing Halftime Show here at the break between Innovation City and Lansing City in Akron, Ohio. Innovation trailing by a score of 1-3 at the halftime break. Just a few minutes away from the second half kick. I'm Jared Kleppel bringing you the FCS action all day today. Before we talk about this game, let's very quickly show you what is to come later on today. It is 5 p.m. This is the one that many people have been waiting for a long time. Chicago House travels out to Grand Rapids to face the Grand Rapids Red, who are still undefeated in the Futsal Champions Series play dating back to last year. That's at 5 p.m. right here on FCS Live. And to complete our triple header today, Detroit Imperial welcome Jinga at 8 p.m. Eastern for their rematch. The first one, a 1-goal victory for Detroit Imperial. So that is what is to come later on today. We are not too far from kick, so as we give you the Ally Marketing Halftime Show, we're going to take you out to the court. Here's a couple of thoughts. First, I think this is definitely has to be said. I didn't say anything about it in the first half because I wanted to get some confirmation, but this court is extremely short. You can tell every time the ball is getting played into the middle by the goalkeepers. It doesn't take much to get up to the halfway line. We're seeing Innovation play a lot into the pivot, and Lansing is obviously doing that too, but definitely a shorter floor than I think maybe we've seen. This might be, I assume it's similar to Innovation's normal facility, but it does seem to be quite short, and that definitely has an impact in the game and how things flow. And currently at the 3-1 score line, you'll see it's something we talked about a lot last year with the court size impact in the game as both teams take the floor. We're seeing Innovation play into the pivot, as I mentioned, and their chances, I think, have mostly come off of counterattacks, which seems to be kind of what they are playing for. And for Lansing City, we saw good play from their starting four. Chris Bain was the one player that is filling in for Blanco as we get started for the second half. But the key for Lansing City, as we mentioned, is those young guys. As we have a quick one here, Chris Bain. Oh, wow, he had a very good look in. Fisher on the follow-up nearly gave Lansing City a goal in the first 10 seconds. But as I was saying for Lansing City, some of the young players, Anthony Wetzel, Coulter Reese, Jonah Timblow, and I'm missing one. Oh, yes, Charlie Nunez. They have been stepping up and getting significant minutes in the game today, and they are holding their own, which will be key for Lansing City down the stretch. Now, another thing to mention as Lansing City gets ready for a corner here, Innovation have had a history of kind of staying in a match. As we see Kleppel hit that one wide. Innovation's had a history this year of being in a match for, hanging around for the first half and part of the second, and then as the match goes on, it slowly starts to get away from them. So we'll see what they can do here as Jackson Davis looks for attacking opportunity, and he gets whistled for the grab against Lansing City. I think it was Jack Fisher or Drew Barney down there in the corner. Innovation on the turnover. Davis with the turn right back into the middle at the foot of Kleppel. Spain trying to go down the sideline and dribbles it out of bounds. To the frustration of Kleppel behind him. And Ivan to put it back into play. Goes to Davis and right back to him. Forcing the ball down the line, out of bounds, off of Lansing City. Ball across the middle. Barney's there. He goes out. DeLucia not there on the slide, and Davis pokes it away. Coming to the middle, finds DeLucia. Fisher on the defense for Lansing City. This is the first matchup between these two teams this year. They will play again in Lansing later on this year. I believe that's in February, late February, as Jack Fisher loses his shin guard for the 37th time this year. Not an official stat, but been keeping track in my head, more or less. Benjamin Ivan going to put the ball into play. Into the corner off the noggin of Drew Barney. Now again, Davis puts the ball across the face of goal. Not too far away from Castaneda, but no teammates in the vicinity to help him out. Ball into the middle, Kleppel holding it up. Right back to Barney. Kleppel goes down. Foul against Ben Ivan. And Kleppel holding his hands up. Like, I'm not sure what you want me to do here. Looks like he was protecting his head going down. And here comes the strike from Fisher, looking for the far post, and it's not there. Looks to still be Nick Wilhelm in goal for Innovation City. He had 12 or 13 saves in that first half, along with the 3 that got by him. He was very active in the opening 20. Lansing now whistled for a foul as we had the foul counts mixed up there. 2 for Innovation this half and 1 for Lansing City. So a free kick here for Innovation. In a dangerous spot. Ben Ivan, Jackson Davis, Jonathan DeLucia with the captain's armband standing next to it. Looks like they're going to back away for Davis. 1 in the wall for Lansing. Near post. Deflected out. Chris Bain kept him out. Davis to put it into play for Innovation. DeLucia coming in to the top of the arc. Looked for him. Eventually did get it to him, and now Legan looking for an option forward. Davis, sloppy touch, gets it up to Legan, back to him. Chris Bain stands tall. Davis wanted a foul, referee says ball, but now a turnover. DeLucia, Kleppel still with it. Davis is there trying to find a shot. It goes out for a Lansing City kick. Kleppel with a chip, no attacker in the area. As this ball has been just kind of bouncing around back and forth for the last minute or so. Kleppel holding it up at kind of that pivot spot. Ivan again takes Kleppel down. He's going to receive a yellow on that slide against Kleppel. He will head to the bench right away. He seems quite frustrated. Not much you can say about that one there, sliding into the plant foot of Kleppel. He's having a chat with the official right now. Looks like he's kind of talking about holding of the hand or wrist. It's not the first time we've seen him communicate that today. Seems to be a clear point of frustration. Barney plays to Kleppel. Kleppel off the body of Tufani, and a corner coming up for Lansing City. Ball inside off the corner. Tufani gets it. DeLucia gets by him, and Castaneda comes all the way out. Here is Chris Bain. Far side, Barney blocked. DeLucia tried to take it the other way, prevented from doing so, but they do have a kick in. Davis draws the foul for Lansing City's second of the half, and I believe we're already past the foul count of the first. Not even 3 minutes into the game. into the half, I should say. Andre Munoz hovering around the center, and Davis going for it all. Tough to see how much he missed by from this angle. But it couldn't have been too much. That distribution goes off of Luan Tufani, who's quite surprised. Couple with a little flick up to Fisher. Andre Munoz takes care of it. He's still got it here under heavy pressure. Tufani plays it out of play. Lansing City take over. Jack Fisher in the middle, looking for the back post, and it wasn't there for him. Tufani chip in, looking for number 7, and I didn't quite see. I think it was Herholtz who collected. That one looked like it had promise to produce something for innovation. Little chip in to Andre Munoz. He puts it over the end line. Now Castaneda goes long. He's got Charlie Nunez open, but not able to collect. And at 16-30, Wilhelm goes, puts it into play. Herholtz down the side. Official reaching for his whistle and blows it. Third foul for Lansing. Actually, that might have just been out of bounds. I think maybe that was our mistake. Heavy pressure from Luan Tufani and innovation. Anthony Wetzel gets out of it. Charlie Nunez now has Timblow. Goes to the overlapping Wetzel. Can he keep it in? No. Innovation will take over and deep in their own territory. Tufani to put it back into play. And now it's Wilhelm. Hinojosa tried to go to the middle. Wasn't able to do so. Charlie Nunez now with possession. Up the line, Jonah Timblow turns, finds it inside. Couldn't quite make it to Charlie Nunez. The ball forward for innovation is behind number 7, Fabio Hinojosa. You see number 80, Anthony Wetzel there. One of the Lansing City youth. Getting significant minutes in this game. First time all season that he has seen the floor this much. Saltzman has to step in there as Castaneda was going to get a second touch. He was unhappy with how that play turned out. Timblow not able to control that long one from Castaneda, and it's Hagenbaugh. Hagenbaugh in the corner. Wow, Andre Munoz knew he had a great look there. That could have easily drawn them within 1, and he made contact. Now it's Fisher with a strike, and Anthony Wetzel in the follow-up. Wilhelm blocks the first one and the second one. Called upon twice in a row once again. As we see Lansing City transitioning to their starting 4. Ball to Kleppel at the circle. Hagenbaugh in front of him. Tries to find space going to the right, and his shot wide of the far post. Long distribution to Hagenbaugh, not controlled. Lansing City will take over. Spain on the near side. Here comes a double. Instead to Barney, left foot. Wilhelm blocks it. Lansing City still trying to attack. And his Herholtz now gets it away. Quickly turned over to Chris Spain. Barney poked away by Tufani, wants it. And it will stay with Lansing City. Fisher near the top of the arc, scoops it. Actually took a deflection. You're going to get a whistle against Lansing City. I don't think so. I think he was maybe just addressing the shin guard issue that Fisher seems to run into frequently. Ball comes into Kleppel. Innovation in a tight diamond. Kleppel turned aside by Wilhelm. Comes up with another one. That is his 18th stop of the day. Inside again, lots of space for Crispane. Turns, blocked. Another corner coming for Lansing. Couple checks into the middle. All the way to Crispane. Can he put it through? Back heel not there again. Left foot blocked. Innovation keeping Lansing out once again. Left foot for Barney to the side net. Outside side net, I should say. Hagenbaugh down the sideline. Ball inside, no one there. Fisher now cuts it back. Barney gets by. Tough angle looking for Crispane at the far post. And blocked at that near post where goalkeeper and Innovation defenders were converging. Lansing City putting lots of pressure on this Innovation defense. Davis blocks that shot from Kleppel before it has a chance to get anywhere. This might be the 5th corner in the last 60 seconds for Lansing City. Kleppel again, inching forward, finds Barney, shot! Did it get through? I think it got through. I was trying to see the signal from the officials, but it looks like it did get through, and Lansing City have found goal number 4. They open up the second half scoreline with the left foot of Barney to the near post. So he gets goal number 2 of the day. Lansing City increased their lead back to 3. Had to figure it was coming at some point with all the pressure they were putting on Innovation. And Crispane gets called for a foul there. And that will be their 3rd of the half. Wilhelm considered getting involved for a moment, but now retreats. Ball out of play for Innovation. So the onslaught from Lansing City ends up in a +1 to their score. So this one goes long over the head of Barney. Wilhelm also goes long. Just playing catch with Castaneda. Fisher inside. Crispane, plenty of time to turn. Goes right into the defender. And Innovation City keep possession right around the halfway line. Ben Ivan. Jackson Davis. Jonathan DeLucia gives it away. Barney can't get by DeLucia. He has it again. Shot off his own teammate. Now Crispane takes his own chance and misses wide of the goal. So it's going to find its way all the way back to the foot of Castaneda. Crispane hanging on to it. Now Kleppel. Bringing the pressure out just a bit is Innovation. Lucia fighting for a chance to counter. It's going to be off Lansing City for a throw. And I'm not exactly sure what's the holdup in play here. We see Nick Wilhelm nearly at 20 saves. On the day. Jackson Davis going down the line, kept out by Saltzman. We are getting word that Lansing City does have 4 fouls, so maybe that one we thought earlier was a kick-in actually did end up being a foul, so they are at 4. Both teams not many fouls away from the limit. Oliver Legan goes backwards. Ivan looking for DeLucia. Innovation in a 3-1 more or less here. As that one goes out of play, Coulter Reese will get it going again. Reese down the line, sliding Ivan. Timblow's there. Looks like Ivan was hurt on the play. No whistle from the referee. Ivan, assuming that was a foul, surprised to hear it was not. Whistle blows and Reese to put it back into play. Ivan physical with Timblow, and Reese had a chance on the keeper, and his toe poke couldn't quite get by Wilhelm, who gets number 20 to the saves stat line for him. To Reese, far side. Inside to Timblow, double. Innovation now have numbers. Couple steps up and gives his teammates more time to get back. Jackson Davis down the line to Ivan. Ivan got it past Timblow, but it's right to Castaneda. He will play to Anthony Wetzel coming on to the floor. Wetzel taking on one. Can he get by another? He does. No, Davis gets back and pokes it away. Wetzel looking for Timblow. Not there. Now what can Innovation do here? Strike from Munoz blocked. And Reese took a shot. And he's going to head to the bench. Looked very uncomfortable, but he stood strong for his teammates. And that one find the back of the net. Oh my goodness. I was not ready for that. I think it's Saltzman on the pressure. Gets goal number 5 for Lansing. Just on the deflection, Wilhelm caught a little bit out of goal. Maybe he thought that one was going to go wide. But essentially deflection, wow, Innovation the other way. Tufani right next to Castaneda with possession. Well, this could be trouble for Innovation. Wetzel on the strike. Deflected out for a corner. And Wetzel, after taking that kick, will sprint to the sideline. So immediately following a wacky goal number 5 on the deflection from Saltzman, Tufani had his own chance right in front of the Lansing City net. Last 10 minutes to play. Lansing City up 5-1. Currently leading, scoring since halftime 2-0. Luan Tufani down the line. 2 Lansing City defenders there. Tries to lift it to the inside. DeLucia on it. 2 defenders on him as well. Rolls over the end line. Innovation will have a corner. Samuel Herholtz to put this one into play. Finds Tufani. Tufani holding it up, looking for a turn. He gets it. And through the 5-hole of Castaneda, Innovation get their first of this half. And they have not gone away. Tufani getting deep, deep, deep. Back, back, back. And is able to beat both Barney and Castaneda for Innovation City's second goal. And Kleppel quickly the other way. Finds the back of the net, and short-lived celebration for Innovation as Kleppel finds space down the sideline and near post space off the left foot. Wilhelm might have got a touch on it. It was tough to see. But Lansing City extend their lead back 2-6. Answering that second goal from Innovation. Now it's Kleppel's second goal of the match. Joining Drew Barney, only two players with multiple goals for either side today. Here's Kleppel again. Blocked by number 7, Fabio Hinojosa. And Herholtz dribbles that one out of play. Along with Barney and Kleppel, it's Fisher and Saltzman who have found the net. And for Innovation, Oliver Ligon and Luan Tufani are the two goal scorers. Here is Tufani going to the corner. Fisher meets him and takes it away. Loses it for a second, but Barney's there to help. Kleppel's ball stolen. Slide from Chris Bain. It's still at the foot of Hinojosa. All the way over to Tufani, and Kleppel thought that was going to be off of Tufani's foot. Out to the far post, header! Number 7, Fabio Hinojosa, goes up and takes down Fisher as well on the chip from Tufani. He got a piece of it. But it was wide as he ran into Fisher as well. No call there. Kleppel down the near side, easily across half. Going deeper into the zone, and Davis deflects his try out. And it will be a corner for Lansing City. Looking for Timblow in the middle, it's not there. Potential counter here for Innovation. Not quick enough, and Lansing City is able to get back. Davis looking for Oliver Ligon. First time ball. It's not there. Timblow goes wide. 7:40 now. Davis has a try. Deflected out and over. So I think Saltzman's telling the referee, I touched it, as they were trying to figure out what their call was going to be. Here's Davis to put it into play. At the top is Ben Ivan. His shot deflected off of Saltzman. Ivan will take it again. His try off the mark. Bouncing off the back wall behind Castaneda in net. Castaneda direct to Timblow. Timblow on the turn. Toe poke. Found the net. Ivan's holding his mouth. Wanted a foul. As Timblow toe pokes number 7 for Lansing City. See your Ivan right there holding his face, and the toe poke to the near post, bouncing off of Wilhelm. That was the reaction from Ivan, the left arm of Timblow in the beginning of that play. He was pleading for a call from the referee, and none came. Timblow had a clean look. That close range toe poke, and Lansing City now have 7. Wilhelm getting involved, up across half. His ball in the direction of Ligon does not connect. Kick in called for Lansing City. About as close to the end line as you can get. Ball in from Wetzel looking for Reese. And his touch brings it over the line. Tufani in the corner. Saltzman defends, and it's out for an innovation kick. Tufani's still fighting for it after that giveaway. And Innovation are pressing high up the floor. Wetzel puts it into play, looking for Reese, goes right back to him. Inside to Timbo, he's all alone. Wilhelm keeps Lansing City at bay once again for the 22nd time today. Now Davis going to show his powerful leg. Puts it wide. And wow, in that last play from Lansing City, Timblow was wide open inside the arc, or maybe right just on the edge. Wilhelm coming up big for his squad, saving that one as the ball goes out of play right here on the near side. Don't forget, after this game at 5 p.m. is Ole hosting Chicago House, a game that has been circled by many before this season began. Though the season has not gone how Chicago House has expected thus far, it will be Ole's first home match of the year. And also later after that, at 8 p.m. is a Detroit versus Jinga rematch taking place in Detroit. Last time those two teams met in Cincinnati, it was a close one all the way to the end. Imperial took it by a score of 2-1 as Chisha takes over. His shot doesn't make it to Castaneda. Blocked before it could get there. Here is Jonathan DeLucia. Chisha looking for Ben Ivan on the turn, collision, draws a foul, and we're going to see a card here on Lansing's 5th foul. And the slide from Jack Fisher. So for the next 5:31, Lansing City will be on the penalty as Fisher just kind of ran right into Ivan's hip and brought him to the floor. Not much to say about that call, seemed quite clear. Innovation will have a free kick here, one in the wall. Going for the far post, and Hagenbaugh just misses it. Chris Bain shielding off the defender to win the ball. Kleppel now. Going inside, going outside, back outside, left foot. And it's number 7, Fabio Hinojosa, who blocks that one before it can get to Wilhelm. So with that last foul just a possession ago against Lansing City, they have reached 5 fouls. And if you're unfamiliar with the game of futsal, similar to basketball, there is penalties for committing too many fouls in a single half. You are limited to 5, and every foul after that results in a penalty kick against the goalkeeper from 10 meters away, often referred to as a second penalty, as opposed to the 6-meter mark on top of the arc for any time a player gets fouled inside the arc, much like a penalty kick in soccer. So no more fouls to give for Lansing City for the rest of the half. Flying in is Fisher. He takes a whack at the ball, but an Innovation player was right there as well. So he just went flying. The ball comes in cleanly across to Chris Bain. Right back to Barney. High press. I guess I shouldn't really say high press, but high pressure in that moment for DeLucia. Hagenball is trying to defend Kleppel here. Kleppel with the spin. Leaves it for Barney. Space for him. Left foot. And hits the backside post. One further away from the line. And the quick distribution from Wilhelm. Too far for DeLucia. Castaneda looking for the foot of Crispane. Defended well there. I believe that's number 7, Hinojosa. Couple's going to go that direction again. Crispane holding an upturn. Looking inside to Fisher. And Tufani clips Crispane. No call. And DeLucia running the other way. Fisher to the ground. And the call is a restart from Castaneda. As we have our first timeout of the second half. It's going to be called by Lansing City with just over 4 minutes to go. If you're enjoying the game here, be sure to join us for the third half every Thursday at 8 p.m. We chat about all the things going on in the league, most exciting matchups, players that are performing well, and we often have players around the league on the show to give us insight to their story, their experience, what they see going on in the FCS. That's every Thursday right here on FCS Live. And it is a live podcast at 8 p.m. So we see both teams chatting strategy here. Matt Nolan, coach for innovation, and Brandon Bolish as well, both coach players, and today just playing the part of coach. Trying to give instruction for how their team can try to claw their way back into this one. Currently down 5 with 4:04 to go. That is a tall task. 5 goals in 4 minutes is not easy, but it is certainly not something that hasn't happened before. Goals can come very quickly in this game, especially on this court that is smaller than most, particularly in its length. Long one to Tufani, gets a touch, and a second one met by Castaneda, so he gets save number 7. Now a corner, chipped, headed on. DeLucia has to take a touch, and Crispane meets him inside. And a foul against Lansing City. It's their 6th. Called against Trezor Crispane. And it will be a 10-meter penalty for innovation. Could this be their avenue back into the match? Down 5 goals with 3:45. Luan Tufani is the kick taker. And Castaneda can come off his line. You see him all the way up at that dash. Here comes the shot, and it's kicked away by Castaneda. Castaneda not out of it yet. As Barney tries to get this one away, but Ethan Castaneda comes up big for Lansing City, as he has done in that scenario all season long. In fact, in an even worse scenario, last week against Midwest, as Fisher sends this one over, he faced 2 6-meter penalties from the top of the arc, so 4 meters closer than what you just watched, and he stonewalled both of them. As Fisher takes a try and misses to the near post, not by much, and it's going to be Brennan Foster subbing in for Innovation City, assuming that they're going to be flying him, putting him across the half line on offense as a 5th attacker. Corner, near post. Fisher lets the deflection go out between his legs. Once again, lifted to Barney. Inside to Fisher, near post, and Foster is there. Nice look from Drew Barney, drawing the innovation players to himself, and Fisher was wide open in that back post area. Fisher and Barney working together again. This time it's intercepted by Tufani. 3v2. The lift. Castaneda with the kick save. Still going after it. Davis, another one from Castaneda. And he makes two in quick succession for save number 9 and 10 for the Lansing City man in orange. Foster across half. 3 minutes to go. Kleppel pressing. Fisher pressing. Davis trying to get around them. Diagonal. Down goes Tufani, no whistle. And Foster will restart. Ball inside. I believe that's Herholtz. It is. Now it's Ivan. Working with Davis. He finds Tufani. On the roll. Blocked. He has it again, allowing Foster to come up across half as the 5th attacker. And he's got to make sure he stays possessing any touch across the half line, as goalkeepers are limited to only 1 touch per possession in the defending half. So he will get involved in the play, number 29 here in the blue. So down goes Ben Ivan. And I think he just drew another foul. Or no, I'm not sure. Looks like Lansing City's going the other way. Kleppel says get up. Not sure what the call was on the officials there. From the officials, I should say. Yeah, it was indeed. So it is Jackson Davis who will take this 10-meter penalty for innovation. Castaneda got a touch, but Davis puts it away for their 3rd goal. Oh, it was a regular penalty. You're correct. Just had someone tell me, yeah, that was a regular penalty because the foul was called inside the arc. I missed that. So Davis puts it away. And they have 3 to their name now. Couple left foot off the outside of the goal. So a 4-goal deficit with 2 minutes to go. What does innovation have here in the final minutes? Is this their opportunity to get their first points of the year in their 5th match? Castaneda goes long, Reese into the middle looking for Timblow. And off a black jersey. At the near post, on the ground was Hinojosa. Keeping that one away for innovation as Tufani tracks this one down. Kleppel trying to shield it, and it goes out of play. Restart coming from Castaneda. Don't forget, after this match, kickoff at 5 p.m., it's going to be Ole hosting Chicago House in a highly anticipated match. Going back to the summer when Chicago House said, we want to see the champs, and they'll be traveling to Grand Rapids to face the Grand Rapids Red, who are still undefeated in FCS play. Kickoff at 5 p.m. Lansing City now possessing in the back with just over a minute to go. Holding on to this 7-3 lead in a game that at halftime it was 3-1. So a 4-2 score line since the halftime whistle. Under a minute to go. DeLucia looking for the near post, right into Saltzman. He has it. Bad touch. Gives it back to DeLucia. And Tufani was dispossessed by Timblow, or else he would have been in on goals. We have a long one from Fabio Hinojosa. That was close. And his try from right around half. DeLucia goes very far the other way on that defensive try. Kleppel playing with Saltzman, looking inside. Foster's there. And a sliding Hinojosa gives Lansing City the corner, but keeps him out of the goal. Here is Saltzman trying to find Chris Bain, but it is Ligon to take it. DeLucia waits in the back, posted ball to him from Tufani. Just not quite making that connection on what probably would have been goal number 4 for Innovation City. 27 seconds to go now. Kleppel down the line. Chris Bain with the turn. Defense from Oliver Ligon. Now Chris Bain holding it up. Here comes the double. Tufani tries to get it. Chris Bain just trying to hold on to it and kept it for a moment, but now it's Tufani with possession. Still jostling for it. Saltzman now, and after touching a couple of players, is at the foot of Chris Bain once again. Cutting inside. We hit all zeros on the clock. And the game is over here in Akron. Lansing City come out on top, getting another 3 points. Their third out of 4 matches this year by a score of 7-3. Innovation now dropping to 0-5 on the year. Still looking for their first points in the FCS regular season. And this is the closest scoreline for them in a match, with a difference of 4 goals. And for Lansing City, they show the kind of depth that they have today with a few players you saw right there. Number 80, Anthony Wetzel. Number 9, Charlie Nunez. And number 11, Coulter Reese. All academy age players who saw significant minutes in this game for the first time this season. And they will drive back to Lansing with 3 points. And Innovation left still wanting to get their first points on the standings. And speaking of the standings, let's take a quick look at where this puts us in the standings of the FCS. Actually, first of all, since we're talking about it, let's talk about the games that are to come today. We actually have this one at 8 p.m. It's Detroit facing Jinga at home, and we might be out of order here. We're going to have to do this twice, so one more time, and we'll see the game that is to come at 5 p.m. today. Ole taking on Chicago House in a matchup that has been anticipated for a while. Really a scenario where Ole, it's their first home game, second game of the year, and for Chicago House, it's more of like a championship game to them. They've been eyeing the Grand Rapids Red for quite some time now. They had a chance to meet in the summer, and that one went Ole's way both times. Now, take a look at the standings. This does not include the most recent match, so Lansing City will improve to 3-1 on 9 points in 4 games. And Innovation City there at the bottom of the table will be at 0-5 on the year. Detroit Imperial still yet to lose. And Shoreline City also yet to lose. But Ole as well haven't lost yet. Not in the FCS, even going all the way back to last year. So we enter into.
Welcome to the Pod Escape Room post-game show. The Pod Escape Room, entertainment that's good for you.
The Pod Escape Room post-game show. Welcome, everyone, as we get prepared for the next match and wrap up this one. Innovation dropping this game to Lansing City at home. At halftime, one of the thoughts was how the court size was going to affect this match. It definitely had an impact. I think that was very clear. And I'm sure if it wasn't something you saw in the first half, once it was pointed out, you can probably see how the game was played differently. There was a lot less possession by either side, a lot more ball kind of bouncing back and forth, a lot more direct distribution to the pivot spot, just not a lot of area to, break pressure using a 4-0. And so we saw that from both teams. Coming up for these teams, let's see what Innovation City has next. They got about a month off. It's not till January 10th, and then they will travel to Grand Rapids to face Ole Futsal Club. That's what they have coming up next. So a huge, you could say, futsal giant, as Ole has shown themselves to be so far. The Innovation will face soon. For Lansing City, let's see what they have up next for them. They'll have a few weeks off as well. It's going to be January 3rd when they get back into action, and they will be traveling to Chicago House. So that's the rescheduled game that was supposed to happen a couple weeks ago, and this time they will be traveling to Chicago on the 3rd of January. So that's how this game wraps up. We got another one at 8 p.m., and before that, one at 5 p.m., so make sure you tune in for those. I'm Jared Kleppel from all of us here at the FCS Live production team. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys in just about an hour or so. Later.
The attack.
Kleppel now with it. Space inside. Shot. He finds the back of the net. Lansing City up by 1.